London Heathrow, host to 78 million passengers, nearly 500,000 flights, and one very unusual animal reception centre. Animals passing through Heathrow come here to be checked in.
Come on in. Hey guys. I missed you, haven't seen you all day.
Also known as the Ark, it's equipped to welcome almost any species through its doors.
Where else?
From reptiles and livestock to pets and predators. It's up to the Ark to make sure everyone is clear to enter the country.
Full of energy, that's always a good sign.
More than 200,000 animals passed through last year alone. And its dedicated team of over 40 staff are on hand every hour of every day.
Come on, kitty.
That's it.
And are always prepared to expect the unexpected.
See the spines of the teeth.
Today on Animal Airport,
They're starving.
7 baboons from Kuwait proved to be demanding customers.
I like the cheeky one, the one who keeps holding his hand out for more food.
A cat called Tippy arrives after a cosy trip from New York.
If he's against the wall, you can see he's almost as long as the box there.
And a dog comes in with an alarming cough.
I'll call the owner and see if it's normal, and if not, then we'll just get a vet out just to be safe.
The Animal Reception Centre at Heathrow checks in every live creature that flies into the airport to ensure they're being imported legally and are disease-free. And Supervisor Shan is on her way to an unusual pickup. 7 rescue baboons from Kuwait.
It has landed, so hopefully they should get them off fairly quickly. I'm excited. First time I've seen baboons. We're going to a primate rescue centre in Wales. I think that's one of the things I enjoy the most about this job is just the variety of, species and different animals you see. One day it's just cats and dogs, next day it's 2,000 reptiles or baboons. Kind of like adding it to my little list of like, seen that. This is the flight, so they've just literally opened up the hold, so we're here quite a good time.
The baboons were delayed before leaving Kuwait Airport, so their journey has been longer than planned. New owner Graham is concerned for their welfare.
The airline took them off a flight, then it was delayed again, then delayed another time. I should imagine won't be very happy at all. They've been in crates since Tuesday, and it's now Thursday afternoon. We don't know when they were last fed. We don't know what they've had or what quantity.
Back at the plane,
Just talked to the ramp supervisor to ask him if he knew whereabouts the baboons were on the aircraft, and I don't think he didn't believe me that there was baboons. He asked me if I was being serious. They were on the front of the aircraft on a pallet, so we just have to wait for the pallets that are in front of them to be offloaded first.
eventually Shan gets the all clear to pick up the primates.
These are the baboons. I believe all of them are on one pallet, which is good because hopefully it won't take as long to offload them.
Baboons are some of the world's largest monkeys, and there are 5 different species. These are Hamadryas baboons. Graham is taking them in after their rescue shelter in Kuwait closed down.
We've had 3 baboons off them before, but that was several years ago, and these 3 were actually in the group with the ones that are coming, so hopefully they won't be too long before they can be integrated together.
But it appears they may not all be here.
Is that all of them? I thought there was 7. Yep. There's only 5 pieces, so I'm not sure if there's more than 1 to a box or if they've only said 5 rather than 7. They may have changed it last minute and just not let us know.
On closer inspection,
I think bigger boxes must have 2 individuals in them, so that's why we're expecting 7, but there's only 5 pieces, so that explains it.
all 7 baboons are on board, and now it's back to the Ark to release them from their boxes as quickly as possible. Many of the pets arriving from Heathrow Airport have flown in from the United States.
She says, I'm happy to see my mom. It's my mom.
And Supervisor Joe is out to collect a cat called Tippy off the latest flight from New York.
Any excuse to not be in the office, I'm like, yes, let's go. I came in basically straight out of uni, applied for the job because my friend saw it advertised in the paper, never thought I'd get it. Thought I'd apply for it, why not? And I got the job, and 14 years later, I'm still here. Yeah, you're right. It's supposed to be a cat on board.
Oh.
They say it's not.
I can't see anything at the moment.
All right, we'll hang fire for now until you've cleared some. It's a unique job. You wouldn't find another job like it. So once you're here, it's then quite difficult to think of what you'd want to do outside of here because there isn't anywhere else like here in the UK.
When Tippy finally emerges, Joe notices that her box might be a little on the small side.
I need to see them come out and then assess them because they can squash up quite small. And then when you actually get them out, then they suddenly become this really massive cat. So
Tippy is safely on board, and Joe heads back to the reception centre where owner Cindy is eagerly awaiting news.
I flew over with my partner, so he lives here, and we came in from New York today. She's 15 years old. She's a tabby. We got her when she was a little baby kitten, and she's just been one of our pets for 15 years. She's been wonderful. She's a sweetheart. She has a bit of an attitude, but she's very friendly. She loves people.
As well as checking Tippy's had her rabies vaccination, the team will have to assess whether her container is the right size before she can be handed over to Cindy. While most animals arrive at the centre fit and well, sometimes travellers need an extra bit of TLC from the staff.
Quite a big booger there.
Next in is a dog called Dolly from Dubai, en route to join her owner in Taunton. Apprentice Callum is on hand to get her settled into her new surroundings.
I'm letting out Dolly here. Unfortunately, she has no eyes. So I'm gonna be very gentle, very calm, try use some food to get her out, let her nose do the work, and constantly call her name, just so she knows I'm there.
It's important with animals with disabilities to spend some more time with them, get to know them, to make them calm.
Hey, Dolly. Dolly, I'm here. Hello. What's this? Hello. Hey. What's that? Good girl. Good girl.
12-year-old Dolly lost both her eyes due to illness, but seems to have adapted well.
Just gotta keep an eye on her, make sure she's all right. So constantly talk to her, make sure she's okay. She seems to enjoy a stroke and some cuddles and some company, so that's always nice. There you go. I'm gonna move your food to your bed just so you can smell it if you want it. I'm gonna leave her to it now, just so she gets used to her surroundings and her kennel without me there. Because unfortunately, although I'd love to, I can't spend the whole day with her. Bye-bye.
Dolly must wait in the kennels while her paperwork is checked. But after a couple of hours, Supervisor Shannon is alerted to a problem.
When I was in with her, she was, obviously she's blind, so she was doing like circles and bumping into things. But she was also retching, but nothing, and heaving, but nothing was coming out.
Dolly. Hi. She's certainly not deaf. Hello, Dolly. I think it's more of a bit of a cough. I'd say that's a bit of a cough. Whether it's something in her tummy, or whether she's got hair in her mouth, or just general travel sickness. It could be absolutely anything.
With Dolly's cough not getting any better, Shannon must decide quickly if an emergency vet needs to be called out.
Hi, Kay, you in the office, please? Need some assistance? There's clearly something bothering her.
The Animal Reception Centre team do as many as 50 pickups from flights arriving at Heathrow every day. And next back to the centre is Supervisor Shan with the 7 baboons from Kuwait.
Oh, we made it.
But new owner Graham is still worried about their health after 2 days in their crates.
We'll take some food in for them straight away and see how the situation is. Make sure they're all okay.
The team must get them into the centre as soon as possible.
Unfortunately, there aren't animal reception centres like us at every single airport. So if an animal gets delayed, they just stay in their travelling crates. There aren't people like us there all the time to, to feed them and water them. So when they get here, obviously, it's like a big sense of urgency.
And outside, Graham can't help but try to get a glimpse of them.
There'll be safety covers on the front of the cages, just so they can't get at people's fingers. Once those are off, there's another security gate behind.
Before Graham's allowed in, the vets must check the baboons are in good health. And the new arrivals are drawing a crowd.
Wait, there's one baboon out of the cage.
Oh, Ross.
Put him back in the crate.
Graham can now join them, and he's brought them some much-needed food.
Grapes, leeks, welcome the whales, bananas, plums and tangerines.
Protective gear on, he can enjoy his first close-up view of his newest arrivals.
They're looking good, actually. Considering the amount of time they've been stuck there just doing nothing, There's 2 males, all the rest are females. Okay, give them some food. Just hand it to them, they'll take it. They're starving.
I like the cheeky one, the one who keeps holding his hand out for more food.
They've got pouches like hamsters. They're ground dwellers, so if they get predators come after them, they can just move on, but they've still got food, But they can store an enormous amount. Yeah, they like leeks. You want one of them?
Definitely one of the coolest animals that I've seen for a while, so especially being able to feed them as well. It's not something that we generally get to do too much.
The baboons will be vaccinated against rabies when they get to the sanctuary and will be kept in quarantine for 4 months before they can join their old friends. The last job is to check the permits to show they've arrived here legally.
Well, we've just got to wait for customs clearance, and then we can load them onto the vehicle and they can go off to Wales. He's wanting out now, he's had food. That's baboons for you.
All Graham can do is wait.
They're missing us now.
In the centre's loading bay, Supervisor Joe has arrived with Tippy the Cat, who's flown in from New York.
Hi, Tippy.
And it seems they have something in common.
That was my nickname when I was a kid. My name's Joanna. It's my sister's fault. And my dad always called her Wombat. That was her nickname. So they decided that I needed an animal-related nickname, as you do. Families are weird, what can I say? So there was some wappities on the TV, which are elk. So my sister tried to say it and it came out as Tippity, and it got shortened to Tippy, and it stuck.
A key part of the centre's work is to check the animals have enough room when travelling. And Joe is still concerned about the size of Tippy's container.
Tippy, can I have a look at your size? Tippy! You're a very long cat, so I think we'll give him a bit of time to relax and just chill out. We'll get his paperwork done, and then I'll get someone to come over and see if we can measure him. If we can't get decent measurements, I would probably say to the owner and say if he travels again, he'll need the next size up. Just because if you see him next to the box, like lengthways, then if he's against the wall, you can see he's almost as long as the box there.
Owner Cindy must continue to wait in reception while Tippy is measured.
JFK is not like here in the UK with the animal reception. It was more of lots of trucks, like warehouse, you know, very rustic. So it was kind of difficult to leave her there. And because she's more of a house cat, she's not an outdoor cat, you know, she was a little upset too, so which made me a little upset.
The team has decided Tippy's box is borderline fit for travel, which means next time she and Cindy take a trip, they'll need a bigger one.
The requirements are the same for dogs and cats. They need to be able to stand up, turn around, lie down in a natural position. But you could argue that a natural position for a cat lying down is tucked up, therefore they don't need quite so much on the length. So it's always a bit more tricky with cats. The ultimate responsibility is with the airline because they're responsible for whatever is on their aircraft. As soon as they've accepted it, they take on the responsibility for however small or big the box is.
Tippy's paperwork shows she's disease-free and confirms her identity. So it's time for her reunion with Cindy.
Tippy's owners?
Oh, yeah. Hi, Tip. Hi, babies. Yeah. Good girl. Good girl.
The Ark sees everything from penguins to asthmatic cats. There's no such thing as a normal day here. And in the dog wing, Supervisor Shannon is trying to figure out why Dolly, the dog with no eyes, is coughing.
There we go. Okay. What I'll do is I'll call the owner and see if it's normal, and if not, then we'll just get a vet out just to be safe. Because she is quite an old little pooch. Try offer you a bit more water. I know, you're with me. You're okay, you're okay. Dolly. So we'll go call your mum, I think. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Hello, this is Shannon speaking from the Heathrow Animal Reception Centre. I just wanted to give you a call. Dolly's here, obviously she's absolutely fine. She's due to be collected very shortly, but I just wanted to ask if her little cough that she's got going on is normal for her, or if that's a new... Yeah. Okay, that's brilliant. No problem, take care. Bye-bye. All good. So that was the owner's daughter. She's waiting at their house at the moment to collect her, but when she went and saw her at Christmas, she had a cough then. Yeah, and that's all it is. So I'm not concerned, she's not concerned, so she'll be heading home soon.
Shannon is happy that Dolly is not in any danger and her travel documents get the all clear, so she can enter the country.
Oh, very sweet. You ready to go home? Ready to meet Mummy again? How about we go in your box, huh? You ready? There we go. Good girl, well done.
Out in the loading bay, her courier awaits to take her to her family in Taunton.
It's all set, ready to go home.
rescue sanctuary owner Graham is anxiously waiting for his baboons to clear customs so he can take them back to their new home in Wales.
When we get back, it'll be evening time tonight now. The staff will have to come back to work. We'll unload them from the vehicle and then they'll be put into bedrooms. So they'll spend the night in the bedroom secure and hopefully they'll settle down.
But in the office, Sian takes a call from customs that could dramatically change Graham's plans.
I had started to suspect that something was wrong because customs were taking quite a long time. Usually with exotic imports, they're in and out pretty much. So I had a little inkling that something was going wrong. Their import permits are invalid, so they're going to let them proceed to Wales. And then if they can't get the paperwork sorted, they'll have to surrender them back.
If customs take the baboons away from Graham, they could be sent back to an uncertain future in Kuwait. Graham is understandably upset.
They've been so long in transit that in Kuwait that the customs people have messed up the paperwork. The customs out there will have to sign it. They know the monkeys came from there and that they were at the airport, so it's their fault that they haven't signed the boxes. The monkeys have gone through such a lot since Tuesday. They've been stuck in those crates and they deserve to be out of there. Get them home, put them to bed, and then start the procedure tomorrow. Padlock it now and then we're away. Put the air conditioning on front. Home to Wales now.
2 months later, Tippy is happily adjusting to her new life in Bradford-upon-Avon.
She's doing great. I thought her travel box was big, but the next time we travel, if we travel, we'll be getting a bigger box.
Dolly reached the West Country safe and sound, and the baboons' paperwork was finally sorted out, and they're relaxing in their quarantine accommodation at the sanctuary.
They're quite a nice little group. Eventually they'll go out onto the island with the other baboons. They've got some vegetation on there, they've got trees, they've got some things to climb on, they can run about, so they have a good time, I think.